With the concept of tolerance, I wanted to go around the world and talk to kids of school age to get a sense of what are the seeds of intolerance.
The day after the September 11 attacks, we had this Arabic girl at our school, and she was Pakistani, like she wasn't even from a nation that was related to the incident. And 3 different kids called her a terrorist on that day.
One of the major recurring themes was a desire to make oneself feel better. There's a necessity to squash anyone else that might cause you to notice that you're not as good or as talented as you'd like to believe you are.
But what do you think is the reason people would say things that are cruel?
Because I'm disabled, there are some situations I can observe. For example, bad comments like you are a cripple, pointing me, staring at me, etc., etc. But on the other hand, there are also good comments and the people who want to help.
In Peru, like, if you look Asian, they call you Chinese. Like, seriously, it's not funny. If you're Korean or Japanese, and then they call you Chinese, and like people get mad and want to punch somebody, seriously.
What we try to do is if you create a tolerant home, then hopefully your children will go out and desire a tolerant classroom, and then they'll desire a tolerant workplace, and then they'll desire a tolerant neighborhood and a tolerant city and country.
How much do you think is conscious when someone is doing something to hurt someone?
Actually, I think everybody knows about it. They're conscious, but they choose to act unconscious.
Everyone agree with that?
Actually, I don't quite know, because it's my grandma who always talked about communication. And I'm just a kid. I just stand by and listen to the neighbors. I just sit there and I got this main vision of that Indonesians are really weird people in our country. They're not supposed to be here.
You guys have any personal experiences?
Yeah, of course. I told you about this guy who's now kicked out of the school, but yes, he made fun of me and just said stupid things. And in the end, I think half of the class just making fun of me because my father is an African and it's not really funny.
In these situations, how often is it one person that's getting picked on?
In a group, it's easier to pick on someone because you have it coming from all different directions. But like with one person, can do the same damage as a group. So.
Right.
I think fear is the main reason that things happen, bad things happen, because people try and feel superior to other people.
We have many brothers here that would like to speak with you about tolerance, terrorism. So please, let's get to the point.
O analfabeto não sabe ler nem escrever, pode existir uma informação estampada sobre.
What he's saying is that there's a lot of women being raped throughout the Civil War. Family members, there's women being impregnated by men that were infected with diseases. And those women, they don't know their rights. And they don't even know that people actually do have rights.
My biggest hope is for people to be able to recognize the seeds. So by the time you get to Darfur, you've had 5,000 opportunities to prevent it. One of my hopes with this project is that it just wakes up dialogue and people will be able to recognize the situation in a grade school classroom right before it gets to the streets of a republic.
Shine your light down on me, lift me up so I can see.